What has next generation opened up for you as a performance capture actor?
Oh man, I mean, as an actor, it's been a complete game changer, if you can pardon the pun. We've seen games, the way that games are made has changed over the last even 5 years, even now 2 years. We're about 2 years into development as far as for like the next gen consoles, for like both PS4 and for Xbox One. And that goes from the top down. So we design differently, we write differently, we perform differently. The way that we get all that data in and the way that we put it out has completely changed because now we've got a lot more horsepower in the engine. And so it's not so much the technical aspects of it, but it really is kind of, and what I'm excited about is it's actually kind of changed the creative process. We've seen some people get some celebrities and some stars, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it could be just as easily done, or even done better by like Travis Willingham or Laura Bailey than it could be, Hayden Panettiere or whoever. So the coolest change that I think it's brought about is the fact that we have to start across the board writing, developing, designing, performing, everything better. Because not only are the consoles better, but the gamer is more savvy. The gamer is more discerning. We want a better game. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to have better bells and whistles and huge laser guns or anything, but it needs to be a better experience in the whole. And however that can be best executed, that's what I think gamers want to see, and that's what I want to be a part of.
What's it like for you as an actor to go mano a mano at some points with a Kevin Spacey or working with the Kiefer Sutherland in the different games you're working on?
I'm shitting my pants the entire time. Are you kidding me? There's no way that even 5 years ago, 4 years ago, you would have told me that I would have been standing on the stage opposite of Kevin Spacey and trading lines with him. It's stupid. And what excites me even more about that, and if you saw what Kiefer said at the PlayStation or at the Game Awards, I wanted to stand up and applaud because I really appreciate that because he came in there with the philosophy and the mentality of like, look, I didn't get this either, and a friend of mine didn't get this, and the way that I got to express to him got us both excited about that. He was incredibly gracious. He was incredibly grateful to the fans. He understands what he's walking into. You could be Kiefer Sutherland, but you can also understand that somebody has sat in those shoes for the last 10 years, and there could be some pushback. And it'd be easy for him to just not care, but he did. So, working with him, I was incredibly impressed by how, because it's a really hard process that they put him through, really, really hard. And he was up to the task, and to me, he's knocked it out of the park. I love David Hayter, but I think that what Kiefer's doing, and specifically in Phantom Pain, is fantastic. With Kevin, same thing. He could have easily gotten his paycheck, did his thing, and he's like pizza. His bad is still good. But he came in and he really wanted it to be the best possible. And what I love about Kevin is that he's excited about different forms of media. So that's why he got excited about Netflix. That's why he gets excited about going back to stage. He just wants to elevate whatever part that he's in. And he did that with us, So I think Advanced Warfare was better because it had Kevin Spacey in it.
What are your thoughts? We're here at the PlayStation Experience of Sony putting on an event like this specifically for the fans.
We've been trying to figure out exactly what it looks like, and it's not until you go on the show floor that you actually get to see what it is, and you kind of heard the hype a few days before, a few weeks before. It's like, is it E3? But it's not E3 because it's not Xbox there as well. So what exactly is it? And E3 even for the longest time has been it's slowly become more and more forward-facing, but it's been very industry specific. And if you're not, somebody in the development side or the publishing side or the press side or, somehow involved with it, you're not getting in. And so you typically have to go online, which is cool, but you don't get to go hands-on with it. And these games we've been waiting to see these games for so long, and they've pushed and pushed and pushed. And we've had our consoles, for the large part, sitting empty, waiting for these games to come out. So for PlayStation to take the onus and say, we're going to be forward-facing with this. We're gamers-centric. We're players first. This is where you come to experience. I think is hopefully sets a trend. And it doesn't have to be Xbox and PS3, but PlayStation is known for its exclusives, and especially with this. I'm super excited about. I didn't think I cared about Bloodborne, but now I kind of do. So seeing stuff like Bloodborne, seeing the Order, really every time I see that game, it gets better and better and better. And then of course seeing Uncharted 4. People have been hearing about it, they've been the rumors, but they wanted to see it hands-on. So to take up 8 football fields in Las Vegas for a weekend and say go nuts, I think is incredibly cool for PlayStation to do.